Hello students, let us continue the lesson. Is matter around us pure? We know that a solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. The components of a solution are solute and solvent. For example, in a sugar solution, sugar is the solute, water is the solvent. Now let us learn concentration of a solution. What is meant by concentration of a solution? The amount of solute dissolved in a given mass of solvent is called the concentration of a solution. The amount of solute dissolved in a given mass of solvent is called the concentration of a solution. Concentration of a solution is equal to amount of solute divided by amount of solution. The concentration of a solution is expressed in two ways. One, mass by mass percentage of a solution. It is equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. Second method is mass by volume percentage of a solution. It is equal to mass of solute divided by volume of solution into 100. Now let us work out example 2.1, page number 17. A solution contains 40 grams of common salt in 320 grams of water. Calculate the concentration in terms of mass by mass percentage of the solution. Students, once again read the question. A solution contains 40 grams of common salt in 320 grams of water. Calculate the concentration in terms of mass by mass percentage of the solution. Look at the question. 40 grams of common salt. So, it is the solute. In 320 grams of water. This is the solvent. Now, let us write the solution. Mass of solute. Solute is common salt is equal to 40 grams. Mass of solvent. Salt is dissolved in water. So it is equal to 320 grams. Find out the mass of the solution. Mass of the solution is equal to mass of solute plus mass of solvent is equal to mass of solute 40 grams plus mass of solvent, mass of water 320 grams. It is equal to 360 grams. Now, mass percentage of solution is equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. Now, the mass of solute, it is equal to 40 grams divided by mass of solution is equal to 360 grams into 100. Now, simplify by table 40. 41s are 49s are. Now multiply 1 into 100, 100 divided by 9. It is equal to divide 100 by 9. 9 ones are 9. 10 minus 9 is 1. Bring this 0, 10. 9 ones are 9. 10 minus 9 is 1. Decimal point add 0. 9 ones are 9. Remainder is 1. So it is equal to 11.1%. So, the mass percentage of the solution is equal to 11.1%. Page number 18. Questions. Third question. To make a saturated solution, 36 grams of sodium chloride is dissolved in 100 grams of water. Find its concentration at this temperature. To make a saturated solution, 36 grams of sodium chloride is dissolved in 100 grams of water at 293 Kelvin. Find its concentration at this temperature. Write the solution for this problem. Mass of solute. It is given to make a saturated solution 36 grams of sodium chloride. So, solute is here sodium chloride. It is equal to 36 grams. It is dissolved in 100 grams of water. Mass of solvent, that is water, is equal to 100 grams. Find out the mass of solution. Mass of solution is equal to mass of solute plus mass of solvent. Mass of solute is here sodium chloride plus mass of solvent. Solvent is water. Mass of sodium chloride plus mass of water. It is equal to sodium chloride is 36 grams plus water is 100 grams. It is equal to 136 grams. Now find out the concentration. Concentration is equal to mass percentage of solution. Concentration is equal to mass percentage of solution. Mass percentage of solution is equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. Now substitute the values in the given formula. Mass of solute, it is equal to 36 grams divided by mass of solution. Mass of solution is 136 grams into 100 because it is percentage of solution. Now simplify by table 9. 4 9s are 36. 4 3s are 12. 1 is the remainder, so it is equal to 16. 4 4s are 16. Now again you cannot simplify, so you multiply. 9 into 100, it is equal to 900 divided by 34. Divide 900 by 34. 34 2s are 68. Now subtract 10 minus 8 is 2. 8 minus 6 is 2. Bring this 0. It is equal to 220. Again you divide by 34. 34 6 are. It is equal to 6 4s are 24. 6 3s are 18 plus 2 20. Now subtract. 10 minus 4 is 6. It is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. Add decimal point 0. 34 4s are. 4 4s are 16. 4 3s are 12 plus 1 13. Subtract. 10 minus 6 is 4. 5 minus 3 is 2. 1 minus 1 0. 0. Now it is 7 times. 34 7 times. It is 7 4s are 28. 7 3s are 21. 22 23. It is equal to 26.47%. So the concentration of the solution is 26.47%. Students, starting from concentration of a solution, copy the same content into your notebook. I am not going to send separate notes for this part. Now let us learn the different methods of separating the components of a mixture. We know that mixtures are of two types. One is homogeneous mixture, second one is heterogeneous mixture. The components present in a homogeneous mixture cannot be identified easily, but the components present in a heterogeneous mixture can be identified. They can be separated by hand picking. That is, the stones which are present in the rice can be separated by hand picking. Second method is sieving. The husk which is present in the grains can be separated by sieving. Filtration method. We are separating tea leaves from tea by a method called filtration. Now, let us learn the special techniques used to separate the components of a mixture. How can we separate cream from milk? How can we separate cream from milk? Page number 19. Students, you take the examples from your daily life. Separation of butter from curds. We use an instrument called churner. To separate butter from curds, we use churner. This method is known as centrifugation. This method is called centrifugation. Which principle is used in this method? Here, the denser particles are forced to the bottom and the lighter particles stay at the top when spun rapidly. The principle is that the denser particles are forced to the bottom and the lighter particles stay at the top when spun rapidly. By centrifugation, we can separate butter from curds. What are the applications of centrifugation or centrifugal force? It is used in the laboratory for blood and urine test. It is used in the laboratory for blood and urine test. Used to separate butter from cream. Used to separate butter from cream. Used to separate butter from curds. It is used in the washing machine. This centrifugal force is used in the washing machine to squeeze out water from wet clothes. To squeeze out water from wet clothes. Next application is it used to separate honey from honeycomb. It used to separate honey from honeycomb. There is a special device to separate honey from the honeycombs. How can we separate a mixture of two immiscible liquids? How can we separate a mixture of two immiscible liquids? Now, what are immiscible liquids? The liquids which do not mix with each other are called immiscible liquids. The liquids which do not mix with each other are called immiscible liquids. Example is, take little water and add few drops of coconut oil or cooking oil. Do they mix? Children, try at home. The liquids do not mix. These type of liquids are called immiscible liquids. The liquids which do not mix with each other are called immiscible liquids. These liquids are separated by using a device called separating funnel. Immiscible liquids are separated by using a separating funnel.